We'll now call this regular meeting of Jackson County Board of Education into order. As we always do, we're going to take the first few moments to think about the things that are going on in our system and our state and our nation, around the world. We're going, lots of things that are still going. We lost a former teacher in our tech school recently. Mr. Davidson knows very well the situation there, but Miss Deborah Healy passed away, and her family's still struggling, and her former students and co-workers, she touched a lot of folks' lives, and it seems like all too often we get up here and we have to mention somebody within our Jackson County school system family, and that's what it is. It's a family. We may have 17 schools, or we could have 5 schools, but it's a family. And when one hurts, we all hurt. And so Miss Healy is going to be missed, and I know I certainly appreciate what she did for the students, and what she did for my students when I was at Skyline, and I think everybody would probably say the same thing. So as you pray, or as you take your moment, just think about her family and remember her. So if you'll bow with me, please. Thank you. So we've got our agenda here. We do need to add an executive session to the end. So after we have our announcements, I'd like to add executive session. So we'll have announcements as our third agenda item, and then our fourth one will be our executive session, with fifth being just adjourning the meeting. Is there anything else that we needed to add? Mr. Davis, can you think of anything?
No.
Okay. So, any other board members see anything that we need to address there before we approve this agenda? Okay. We'll now consider a motion to approve this agenda with that addition to the executive session.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion to approve with the addition.
Second.
A second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this amended agenda, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries, and this agenda with the addition of the executive session has been approved. Under general business, we have A, consider a motion for any corrections, additions, or deletions to the September 13th, 2022 budget hearing minutes, and the September 14th, 2022 board meeting and work session minutes.
I make a motion.
Have a motion to approve those. Is there a second?
Second.
A second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. B, consider a motion to approve the financial statements and list of reconciled bank accounts for June 2022. We have those. The total payroll expenditures, $3,987,080.03. And the total non-payroll expenditures, $2,780,993.88.
I make a motion.
All right, we have a motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, and those are approved. C, consider a motion to approve the financial statements and list of reconciled bank accounts for July 2022. Total payroll expenditures, $4,262,471.82. And the total non-payroll expenditures, $2,928,037.62.
I'll make a motion.
Motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, we have a consider motion to approve our consolidated plan that is attached and that is ready to be approved now.
I make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
a second. Any discussion? Mr. Davis, anything that we need to say about that?
No.
Okay. All right. All in favor of approving that consolidated plan, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, and the plan is approved. E, consider motion to approve the consolidated improvement. This is going to be the EL plan.
Make a motion.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
A second. Any discussion? Again, Mr. Davidson, we're good there.
Yes.
All right. All in favor of approving the consolidated EL plan, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Plan is approved. F, consider a motion to approve the substitute salary schedule for the 22-23 fiscal year to include our nurse substitutes. I think this was just an omission. So,
I make a motion.
we have a motion to approve,
Second.
second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving that, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries, and we now have our nurse substitutes covered. G, we have a hearing impaired teacher job description, and that's to be tabled, so I think everybody has a copy of that, so that will lay until our next board meeting. H, consider a motion to approve the career prep waiver. That's also attached, and I think that was emailed as well.
I make a motion.
Have a motion,
Second.
second. Any discussion on that? Mr. Davis, anything that you
No,
want
that's
to
what
say?
Ms. Pascal presented last time, and just make sure that we have flexibility in our scheduling.
Okay,
And move those two, split them up into A and a B class.
that sounds good. Anything else from the board? All right, all in favor of approving this career prep waiver, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And then J, we have a mental health opt-in policy for the 22-23 school year, and that again has to be tabled. So you have a copy of that. It's also emailed to you. And then you have the 23-24 school calendar hot off the press. So got that there, and it looks like, you know, a lot of folks think there's a lot of flexibility when you're starting to do school calendars. There's really not.
Start with the end and start at the beginning.
You got to start with an end in mind, right? And then you work backwards, and it's hard to get really creative with these school calendars, but I think we do a pretty good job, and
It's very similar to this year.
very similar. Okay, so again, this will be tabled and something that we will be able to vote on at our next meeting. We're gonna move into personnel, and we're just gonna go ahead and take the leaves, and we'll take all of our leaves as one motion, if that's okay with everybody. Anybody got need to not vote on that? Then we will consider a motion to approve the leaves A through F at their designated time and end time.
I make a motion.
Have a motion to approve the
Second.
leaves,
Second.
and have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving those leaves, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have one retirement. Consider a motion to accept the retirement of Doug Haynes, principal at Section High School, effective January the 1st, and I don't think I have to skip out on this, it's my brother-in-law. We're good, since he's leaving, we're not hiring him, I guess I can let him go, right?
I don't know. Could you keep him from retiring?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second.
We have a motion, second, any discussion? All in favor of approving Mr. Haynes' retirement, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have two in resignations. I'm gonna go ahead and read both of those. Consider a motion to accept the resignation of Kayla Pearson as a countywide instructional aide effective September 14th.
I make a
We have
motion.
a motion,
Second.
second, any discussion? All in favor of approving that, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. B, consider a motion to accept the resignation of John Prestridge, principal at Woodville High School, effective October 31st.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
second, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have some transfers here, and we will take those as one motion, if that's okay with everybody.
Yes.
All right. We'll entertain a motion to approve the transfers A through D to their designated school and the designated time.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. Any discussion? All in favor of approving transfers A through D, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Those transfers are approved. Under employments, we have, we'll take those 7 as one motion, if that's okay with everybody. Okay. Hearing no objections and no reason to abstain, we'll consider a motion to employ the individuals A through G at their designated school or position at the designated time.
I make a motion.
We have a motion,
Second.
and we have a second.
That don't matter.
You got a second there? Okay. Any discussion on that? All in favor of approving those employments, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have one team's contract Let's consider a motion to approve the following science teams contract, and that would be for the 22-23 year. That's Mr. Hunter Duncan.
I'll make a
We have
motion.
a motion. I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor of approving this, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Can you not just take all them in one meal Christmas Day?
Do you understand about that?
I'm talking about all these right here.
Yeah.
Take
It
them as a
doesn't matter.
group, we can abstain.
Okay. We'll take all those coaching assignments and you'll just abstain. Okay. And we will, we'll take all the coaching assignments, together, and we're gonna have two to abstain. Jenna? Now, if somebody votes no, we're gonna have to break them back off, so. That's all right. So,
For $1.
you never know, do you, Chief? We will, consider a motion to accept, these are coaching assignments as they are written, A through G. I'll make a motion to accept those as presented.
I'll second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor of approving that, say aye.
Aye.
And two abstains. These two. Okay, Jana, so that's three, three, no objections, two abstains, so it passes. Mr. Davidson, you wanna do the announcements?
I will. I've got two to add to that. First announcement, the AASB delegation assembly selection. I think you've got a letter for that somewhere, don't you?
Yeah. What the AASB has a winter conference. It's a delegate assembly. They'll have every December. It's at in Birmingham at the Winfrey, unless they've moved it on me. You know, we usually send two to the delegate assembly, and then anybody can go to the conference. So, delegate assembly, I think, begins on Thursday night or Friday night, one of the two, and the conference runs on into Saturday. So, I usually go to that. If anybody wants to go, they're welcome to go. If you want me to continue to go to that, I'll go. I think Robbie was gonna go with me last year and something happened, I think, so.
What's the dates?
December 1st.
What is it?
That
December
delegate
1st.
assembly, December 1st.
He'll be gone.
Okay.
I think you still need to go. Chris, you may wanna go. I can't on December the 1st.
And we don't have to have two. It's good if we're represented. It's a lot like our, the other AASB meetings where, you know, they go over some topics and you're voting on that and approving some, just general business for them, so. But, you know, the session on Saturday is usually pretty decent. They'll have a presenter and
That's open.
it is, yeah, it is. So, Jana, I'll do that and
I'll check and see.
We'll-
I'll check and see
we'll-
if I'm gonna be able to.
we'll
Okay,
put
I'll
him
check.
down. Put him down and then if you can't go, that's fine. Does that work?
Second announcement, Mr. Chris Knight has received level 1 completion of the School Board Association Academy Achievement. There are your certificate, sir.
Good job.
Two more announcements. Woodville Volleyball has made it
I
past the
passed
first round in the regionals, and they're playing tonight for a chance to go to the quarterfinals. So good luck and congratulations to the Woodville girls. And then thank the Chamber of Commerce for hosting the first annual State of Education address today. It was an opportunity for business and industry to come together and listen to what the school systems, and when I say systems, I mean Jackson County Schools, Scottsboro City, and Mr. Gorham represented Northeast and gave everybody a look at what we were doing as a system educationally. So that was something that was very beneficial for business and industry to hear. So glad to take part in that. And that's all I've got.
Okay. We, Mr. Harding is, he graciously agreed to serve on our board, and this is his meeting. I guess he's off the hook.
Back to golf and grandpa.
Back to golf and grandpa. I guess that's why he's so wired up today.
Get it all
was
in.
his last one. But Mr. Harding, we appreciate you taking the time to help
Very
us out
much.
during that. So it's, I
I'm
appreciate
glad it's
you.
short-lived. Thank you.
Yeah, always been a help to me, and I appreciate that. So we do need to set our next board meeting. I think think if we can stick with that third,
May need a change. Can we look at, the second Wednesday, which would be the
the
9th,
ninth.
now that we've moved e-learning day?
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, we could do that. Would the ninth be okay?
Wednesday the 9th.
Yeah, I think so.
Election
Wednesday
day's
the
the
9th?
day before.
Nah, probably not. That's election day.
All right, can you go the next week then to the 14th or any day but that Wednesday, really?
Any day but Wednesday?
The 14th, 17th, or 18th, which is a Monday, Thursday, or Friday.
What about the 17th?
That's good with me.
Can y'all do the 17th?
I think so.
Uh,
On the 17th? Yeah, we gotta move that. It can't be that day.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna be
Let me see.
in Florence that
What
day.
you got that week? 15th?
Can't do the 15th or 16th.
15th?
Can't do the 15th or
We do the 14th?
Yeah.
Something like that. I think so.
14th?
14th?
Okay.
Hang on a minute. No, can't do it on the 14th either.
Yeah,
Okay, go the week of the 7th, any day that week, y'all work, it can work, maybe the 10th or the 11th, the 10th even.
I could probably do the 10th.
I can do the 10th.
I could probably do the 10th.
I probably can too.
10th.
10th.
What's election day? When's election day?
Tuesday.
It's on
the-
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Hey,
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go November 10th.
And just so you're aware, there's a law about saying that we have to have one in November after Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, that funny, yeah.
That's the 24th.
Do we want to?
After Thanksgiving?
It has to be the 25th if we're gonna make that law, but we always get the finding and don't hold the meeting.
Well, that's Native American Heritage Day. That Friday, according to my phone.
And Black Friday.
Yeah, and Black Friday.
But that's a finding
We'll-
that we've had in
Yeah.
the past, so I've asked Senator Livingston to look at that,
Yeah,
to remove it.
it's just us, I think.
It's a local law. Goes back to like 1942.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and set the one for the 10th, and we'll see what we want to do on the other. So November the 10th, 5 o'clock work session, board meeting to follow. Okay. Any other announcements? So, Mr. Porter, we have executive session next, and do we have cause to go to executive session?
You do to discuss good name and character of individuals, also potential litigation.
Okay. So hearing Mr. Porter's, his blessing there, we will now entertain a motion to go into executive session.
I make a motion.
Have a motion,
Second.
second, any discussion? All in favor of going to executive session, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We're in executive session, and we'll go. Come back. Discussion. We are all in favor of coming out, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're coming out of executive session. We have taken care and just had some discussion back there, but we do need to change our board meeting, from the 10th, Janice, so, November 2nd, 8 o'clock. Yes, November 2nd, 8 o'clock. This will be just meeting. November 2nd, 8 o'clock. Okay. And that was, so we got that squared away now. Does anybody have anything else before we entertain a motion to adjourn?
Will you have that information before then, by then? Okay,
Okay.
just curious.
All right, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
We got a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor of adjourn, say aye.
Aye.
We are now adjourned, thank you.